Hey everybody, happy wet Monday. Yeah, whatever. We were just watching the Animal Planet, and this one got to watching stuff about snakes. I don't care about them, so it's not like they scare me. They terrify my mom, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I don't really mind snakes. I mean, they're part of nature. What I resent is people who buy these exotic pets, and some people do buy snakes and other
Fucking
animals as
big.
pets when they're young and cute. And then when they get a little older and a little larger, they either become bored with them or can't handle them, and they just let them go.
Or throw
It's
them out.
it's like, well, I don't want to kill it or harm it, so I just let it go,
Yeah, I'll put it out in the sewer or something,
not
or
realizing
in the
the
grass
impact
outside in the back.
that this animal may have on the environment around it. I mean, because you get bored with it, that means somebody else has to deal with it. I mean, you more than likely either bought it legally and didn't realize what you're buying, or you bought it illegally and you don't want to have any responsibility for what happens afterwards. And then the rest of us have to deal with it. And sometimes those dealings are tragic, either for the animal itself, which didn't deserve what fate it got, or the people it encountered accidentally, or during its normal animal response reflex actions, uh,
Or a person's pet. You
or a pet. More often than not, people will encounter these things, but more than likely, your pet, if you have a cat or a dog or any other small animal, or heaven forbid, a small child, will run into these creatures.
and it has happened and it will happen because people don't think.
And they don't take responsibility. I mean, if you have a pet that's an exotic pet and you're tired of it and you don't want to deal with it anymore, take it to a shelter. They're equipped to deal with it. They either will return it to an environment that is compatible with it and is safe, or heaven forbid they have to destroy it or whatever. But that's better than letting it loose in the wild and letting it forage for itself, and then we have to deal with it. And we've seen too many examples of where that happens, and no result is a happy ending for anybody. I mean, the happiest ending you can have is the creature's caught before it ingests a pet or something else.
Small child.
Um,
And it has. They have had stories about pets disappearing, small children. It's like if you have these pets, be aware of what's going to happen. Be careful.
yeah, and we're animal lovers. It's not like we're have a prohibition against these things. We just want people to be responsible and understand what you're doing. Like my daughter says, think about it.
Seriously.
These things look cute when they're young and you see them on TV and they're humanized, but they are wild creatures used to certain things in nature, and they will always revert to their natural form if given the opportunity. And unless you're aware of that, or people who encounter them are aware that they're around, it's not good for anybody involved. So just
And having a pet is a very big responsibility. Even when I got Pika and she was a birthday gift, my best friend at the time wanted to get it to me at that time. I wasn't ready, but I had to make sure I was ready because she was going to give it to me no matter what. But there's a lot you have to know. What does she eat? Where is she going to sleep? Where she, does anybody else in your family have an allergy? You've got to know this before you take on a pet. And it's not like you guys don't already know this, but there are people out there who just didn't care. They just wanted a pet because they wanted a pet. Use your heads. Use your heads because, think of the pet and think of the people around you. Never, never know.
sometimes these things need to be left alone in their own environment. And believe me, they will get along very nicely without your intervention.
And they did. Before they even met you, they were just fine.
For millions and millions of years, they did great without human beings. And after we're gone, they'll still be doing great, believe me.
They'll be fine. Are you done, Dad, with your rant?
Yeah, I'm done with my rant. I just am disturbed by irresponsible people who think that what they want is the only thing that's important and not considering other people's needs and desires or safety. That's very bothersome.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it for now.
Okay.
I'll have another soapbox later on.
I know. It was, and it's a wet one too because of the rain.
Yeah, this water is putting the damper on my fishing and my golf. So I'm not
Actually,
I'm
it
not a
should
happy
be-
camper.
It should be good for your fishing, not so much for your golf, but definitely good for your fishing because it's
Well-
like really, it's like,
It'll be good for fishing when it stops raining, not while it's raining. It's hard to fish when it's raining because number one, if you're fishing in the boat tends to gather water.
oh
if
yeah.
you're
Oh,
on
yeah.
shore,
I forgot
it gets a
about that.
little messy and slippery. And
that was great.
most fish don't do a lot of feeding when it's raining hard. They cover themselves and wait until it's all over because they're waiting for food to wash down into the water where they can and eat. So once it stops and it
Oh,
clears up a
fisherman
little
dad.
bit, and the sun comes out, or at least it just stops raining, they'll be active again after a couple of hours.
Don't worry, we're gonna make a vlog about fishing, and I'm gonna make a vlog going fishing with Dad because we used to go when I was little, and I caught a fish, a
And
really, really big one.
she was small then too, so the fish was appropriate for her size. But we'll do some more fishing during the summer, and hopefully catch something more size appropriate.
What are you trying to say, Dad?
I would take her out on a party boat, but she tends to flirt with the mates, so
I do not.
I
I
will
do not.
see you guys
I do
later.
not.
Bye.